All right. We gave them 5 minutes. If I think my best friend is also on the line, she will tell you, she always tells me that, oh, you are always early for anything. So I at least gave them grace and waited for 5 minutes. So we'll keep on just accepting while we are on. So please just note that it is recorded, and I would really sincerely appreciate if you remain muted and your video off. If you have anything to say, you can just like comment on the chat box. So, greetings and welcome. And I'd just like to say welcome to our first of many Women's Health webinar. It is such an honor to have you all here. Women who are intentional about their health and their growth and their future. I just want to just hear where are you joining from? Just comment on the chat box. I'm joining from Bloemfontein, so I'd also just like to hear where are you joining from? Let's hear. Maybe you will find your neighbors on the chat box. Let's see. Johannesburg, Albertine, Albertine, Polokwane. Hey, PLK people. Harties. Oh, amazing. Johannesburg South, Katlehong, Springs, Johannesburg. Oh, the East people. You can see yourselves there. All right. It looks like we are having people from Johannesburg. So it's Gauteng who is ruling. So Johannesburg East, Johannesburg South, and we have PLK. We have the east of Johannesburg. So welcome everyone. Wherever you are joining from, I just want to say thank you for making time to invest in yourself. Your presence here already shows that you value your body and your well-being. So today we are focusing on a very, very powerful and beautiful topic, which is the Women's Health Vision Board. This is not just about goals on paper. It is about creating a clear picture of the woman you want to become, the health you want to experience, and the future you want to build. Women often take care of everyone else. They take care of their children, their families at large, and their work, their communities, but they forget to take care of themselves. So today is about turning that around, and this session is about you understanding your body, honoring the season and learning how to intentionally nurture your health physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So I encourage you to listen with an open heart. Take notes if you have to go fetch your coffee, take your water, take notes, reflect on how your own health vision looks like. So this is your time. So let us begin as we explore what truly means it means to build a women's health vision board and how you can start creating a healthier, stronger, and more fulfilled vision of yourself. So we will start. Just to start with it, before we begin, I just like to share a brief disclaimer. I am a medical doctor by profession, and this session is not affiliated to any company or intended to sell or promote any product. The purpose of today's discussion is educational and empowerment to help women better understand their health and become more intentional about their well-being and mainly just to promote women's health in general. So please note that the information shared will be general in nature and it does not replace a formal consultation. So every woman's body and health journey is unique. So for any symptoms, concerns, or health decision, it remains your responsibility to consult your own doctor for proper examination and personalized care. So we will continue. So that was just the disclaimer. Just to introduce myself, I am Dr. Nshalati Salvation Matebula. I'm popularly known as Dr. Nshali. I was born and bred in Zanini. I'm a Tonga girl from Zanini. Zanini is in Limpopo. I studied at Sefako Mahato Health Science University, which is SMU, and I was in MBSHB class of 2018. So if you can count from 2018, so you can tell that I've now been a doctor for 7 years. So you can actually trust me a bit, you know. Yeah, I've been a doctor for quite some time now, and I'm currently a fourth year medical registrar in obstetrics and gynecology. What that means is I'm specializing in obstetrics and gynecology. So I'm not yet a specialist, but I'm becoming. I'm currently studying with the University of Free State. That's why I said I'm joining from Bloemfontein. So I work at the Universitas Academic Hospital. So I'd like to say I am a passionate advocate for someone who's passionate about and an advocate for women's health. Through my women health exposure. So I've been in women health since I was in my community service, so the third year of my journey as a doctor. I was full time taking care of women, and that really just made me to have a different perspective. Yes, I thought I'm just showing up as a doctor who wants to become a gynecologist, but somehow a burden was created in me because I saw that women were coming in and they were so clueless about what was happening in their bodies. They present very late because they are not aware of the red flags, and some are just scared because there are no spaces that actually allow them to be themselves, to actually speak about their symptoms. So that really inspired me to start this platform where I've been empowering women. So I'd like to say that through that experience, it has helped me cultivate a passion to help women, to actually empower women to prioritize their health and embrace their full potential. So because of that passion, I started a platform about which I call Epifem Health, but in full, it's called Epitome Feminine Health. It's an online platform where I share newsletters about women's health. And we write blogs as well, which we post them at epitomefeminine.com. So when you have time, do go through the website. So the platform was essentially created to spark real, honest conversations about women's health, to break the stigma, as I was explaining, and empowerment with knowledge. So our mission is very simple: to help women have insight and confidence about their health, and ultimately have courage to seek medical help when needed. So when you become part of the platform, we actually call you an Epifirm Queen. So essentially, my goal when I started this, I just wanted to make health conversation fashionable. So I just want you to maybe think about your last encounter with your friend. What were you guys talking about? If I may guess, you probably were talking about finance, you were talking about your travel journey for 2026, you were talking about your careers, your finance plans, and men likely nothing about health conversations or how you plan to go see your gynae this year, or how you plan to go and have your contraception checked or go do your pap smears. Not that we have to bring, I know it might sound like it's boring topics, but I just want to highlight that health conversations are not popular or are not fashionable. People talk about everything else in their office spaces. And one thing for sure is you cannot go for your travel trips. You cannot be in your full potential in your career if you're not healthy. So I just wanted to bridge the gap. So most people may say that, oh, you can't actually have a conversation about something if you do not have knowledge for it. I agree. That's why I'm here. I'm here to bridge the gap. I'm here to empower you with the knowledge so that you can begin to have the conversations. Because if you are empowered, you are informed, you become unstoppable, and that will help you and liberate the people, the friends around you, and your family at large. So that's all about the platform. What we have achieved from last year is that as I was busy preparing and I was going through my newsletters, I just realized that we started on the 4th of September, and that was like, wow, it was just like our first welcome newsletter. So we're actually heading to the fifth month since EpiFirm started. And it's amazing that we already released 16 newsletters. We've posted about 12 blogs, and we have an Instagram account as well, which is called EpiFem Health. Please follow us. And we've had increased views and engagement. We've had collaborations. And with the collaboration, I actually was on radio in December. So it's quite going well. And the feedback is quite amazing as I meet some of the people who are subscribed to the channel or to the newsletters. They tell me about the newsletters, the topics. You can see they're becoming confident and they're becoming excited. And they tell me that they went to see their gynae and this is what they told their gynae. And they're using the words that I posted on the newsletter. So I get so excited to see that people are actually becoming informed and empowered. And it's been such a good feedback that I'm receiving, and I must say that I really feel fulfilled. And we can now begin. That was a mouthful about me. Thank you so much. I see the congratulations. Thank you so much. Those who just joined in, welcome. You are welcome. You can type into the comment box where you're joining from so you can see your neighbors. And I'm joining from Bloemfontein, just so you know. So as we begin, I just want you to have a picture of women's health as a symbol of a tree. So women's health is very holistic. So you cannot just focus on one aspect of your health to see that you are now becoming your full potential. So what is a tree? A tree has roots. The tree has the tree has a trunk. The tree has branches. So all those things ultimately will show us what kind of tree is this. So we cannot really know if the tree doesn't have leaves or flowers or fruits, we wouldn't know what kind of a tree is this. If the tree just has branches or dry branches, then we wouldn't really know what kind of a tree is. So women's health is holistic, and I want you to picture that about yourself. What is the ultimate fruits that you want to have about your health? And I want you, what kind of fruit would you say you want to become? So when you become, if we had to start with the roots, so the roots essentially represent the foundation of your health. So this will be your nutrition, your childhood care, mental well-being, your social support, your access to healthcare services, which most of us only go when we are really sick. And without these strong roots, you can't actually become your full potential. We won't really see what kind of fruit you are becoming or what kind of a tree you are. Because now, if you're not taking care of your nutrition and your mental health is neglected, and you do not have social support and you do not visit the healthcare services, then you won't ultimately reach your goal of reaching your fruits. And then it's holistic, so it can't be isolated. And if we had to talk about the trunks, woman as in the trunk, that will be your hormones, your immune system, your emotional strength, holding everything together. And then if we have to go to the branches, this I can say it's your different stages and your roles in life. So meaning that if you are in like a pubertal stage, or in your fertility, the pregnancy, motherhood, your menopause, um, career or relationships. So that can represent the branches. So the ultimate is that we want to have you be defined as a certain fruit or have a certain outcome. So, which is your visible health. That means you will have regular cycles, you'll have energy, you'll have emotional balance, you'll have like an essentially good well-being. So, and also your outcome can be I want to have a healthy pregnancy, I want to have healthy babies, I want to be productive, I want to have longevity, I want to have quality of life. So that is essentially what I want you to think about as we proceed. Woman's health is holistic, and we cannot isolate symptoms. We have to treat the whole system, and that's what inspired us to also, as I present the vision board that I've created, then you also think of this that I cannot isolate some of the things. Some of the things are in the roots, some of the things are in the trunk, and some of the things are in the branches. And the ultimate goal is that you want to have a certain fruit, you want to have a certain kind of health that you want to achieve. So, and what is then a vision board? I'm so excited. Some of my community, where I'm part of a community, and they are here as well. So we recently created our own vision boards just to inspire us. I would encourage you to also get a community, and create your own vision board about things you want to achieve in 2026. And as I was doing my vision board, so the main thing that you have to put on a vision board doesn't have to be the pictures. You can even write the things. The whole point of it being called the vision is that it should be something that you see so that it reminds you of your goals. And one thing I've noticed as I was writing is that I would put a vision down and I would put in the actions for me to be able to attain that vision. So it cannot just be a goal that, I do not want to, as a woman, I do not want to have cervical cancer. Then what are the goals? What are your intentions for you not to reach? Or I do not want to be pregnant in 2025. What are the goals or contraception goals do you need to have for you to be able to attain that goal? So a vision board, I can say, is very powerful because it highlights your goals and your intentions, and it guides you to create actions and choices that will help you achieve your goals. So the importance of this, I'm sure maybe most of us have not seen a women's health vision board before, or you've never made your own women's health vision board. If you have before, you can just comment, or you've done it before, then we'll upload you. But I've never, and I'm excited that it will be my first time and I'll be joining it with you. So the ultimate goal is that we want to create those vision boards and the vision goals, and for us to actually ultimately have a state of prevention, because we want to be healthy, we want a quality of life, we want to be well holistically. So we want to create things that will help us reach that state of prevention. And because of that, we want to create habits that will help us ultimately reach that goal. So I just want to hear from the comment section so that you guys don't sleep. Please tell me what goals. I'm sure you saw the post. When you saw the post, did you have any vision, health goals? What are your health goals for this year? I just want to hear what are your health goals? Do you have any idea of a goal that you want for your health? And yeah, just comment. I just want to hear if you have any goals, any of your health goals for the year. Exercising consistently, amazing. Weight loss, reducing sugar intake. Oh, such a healthy team. Healthy mind and body. Exercising and staying active. Oh, we need a fitness coach to come. We need a fitness coach to come because the people want to be healthy. The people want to stay fit. Reducing sugar intake, exercising and eating healthy. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. All right. So I'm excited, Epifem Queens. I'll call you Epifem Queens, a healthy mind and exercising, weight loss. Or you'll be excited to see our first goal because I can see everyone wants to eat healthy, everyone wants to lose weight. So I'll call you Epifem Queens because now you are part of the webinar of Epifem Health. So three, two, one, Epifem Queens. I would love to officially introduce our Women's Health Vision Board 2026. I like to think of it as a checklist because while a vision board gives us direction, a checklist helps us take action. So, like I said, it's all about goal and intention. So, the vision is about your goals and your intention, and the checklist is about what you do it's about what you do month by month to turn that vision into reality. So we have created about 12 health goals, one for each month. You can choose to work on one goal per month or more. So you can like maybe I'm going to the doctor, I'm gonna do all these five things, but at the end you should have checklist everything. So the purpose of it all is to help you live intentionally, protect your health, prevent diseases, and become confident in advocating for your body. This checklist is not about it's perfection. No, it's about consistency, awareness, and growth. So as Epifem Health, we are excited to walk this journey with you, and throughout the year, we will be sharing monthly newsletters and reminders on each goal to encourage you, to educate you, and to help you stay accountable. So, the first goal for this month, like I was saying, you'll be excited to see what is the goal is body awareness, nutrition, and movement. We are excited because we are going to kick off with a beautiful story from someone who has agreed to share their weight loss journey, and we are excited to build from there. So, this is just the beginning where we're going to have such an amazing year and we will feel empowered, informed, and unstoppable. So we will just go through each and every goal just to re-emphasize each and every goal. So the first goal is body awareness and movement. So what I want to present to you is that face the weight scale. Face, this is a safe space, so don't feel like, oh, we are judging you. I myself, I faced the scale. I went on the scale and I didn't like what I saw and I committed. I made goals. I think my community people will attest to it. That part of my vision board does have weight goals, and I can say if I had to encourage someone, I've already done five workouts. I prefer running and walking. So I've already done 28 kilometers. So you can see that I do have a goal, a vision, and I have action that I have to take to attain that goal. So I encourage you to join a community of people who are like keeping each other accountable about weight loss. So, if I may say, bringing it back to women's health, because this is about giving you knowledge about women's health. We don't want to say, oh, like you get to our uh, consultation rooms, most of the conditions. I want to say that to weight. I don't want you to leave here and say they say weight causes like all these women health diseases. No, but almost like 80% of the conditions, the risk factor is obesity. So face the weight, face the scale, and measure your BMI. And those that will measure their BMI and they're within normal. So you have to also do something to make sure that you do not go beyond and now start going into the abnormal BMIs. So we're excited for you that you now have a good BMI, but for you to be able to attain that BMI, then you will need to stay healthy and stay fit as well. So I want to say most of the problems that women face in terms of women health conditions are related to weight. If I can tell you about how difficult it is to do a cesarean section of someone who is very obese, or maybe some of the fertility issues that are related to especially things like PCOS, um, they are associated related to weight. So weight can solve some of your problems. I remember my friend told me that yo, she once encouraged someone at the clinic saying that yo, maybe you must lose weight. She was like an intern and she's just like telling this lady that yo, maybe you should go lose weight and try again. And apparently that lady went on to lose weight and she conceived. So most of our problems are because of weight. And it can solve so many. So encourage the people. I know people don't like talking about weight. They feel like, oh, you're so rude. But with this information, encourage someone to just work on their BMI, have a way to speak to them. I mean, we are empowered not only for ourselves, but for even for people around us. So yes, I'm excited to hear about this first goal that we are journeying in together. You can do email me to just update me about your fears of facing the scale, and we will definitely do another check-in webinar just to see that everyone is still in tune. So our second goal is baseline blood tests. I want to propose to you that, some of the money that you were supposed to buy chocolates this year and ice cream, because we are journeying into this weight loss journey. So it means that money is reserved. We are not going to be having fizzy drinks. I'm struggling. I haven't been having fizzy drinks the whole of this year. Those who know me know that I love cake so much, and I haven't been having cake. So I'm really struggling. So that money is actually there, and I don't have much to do with it because I'm not buying cake. So I propose that we probably take that money and just go do our blood tests. Yeah. I don't know if you've once went to a health center or to a GP and say that, can you please just take my blood test? I just want to see if all is well. Or you wait for you until you are sick, and then that's the only time you actually um take take your blood test. So we're trying to avoid that. That's why we're putting it in our vision. So it's going to reveal so much about, your blood levels, your thyroid function, before it can even, if it was meant to be something that you were going to be affected by, like maybe you were pre-diabetic. Now you know that, oh, I need to do certain things for me to not to actually manifest and become diabetic. So doing your blood test will just show you at the level that at a certain level that you need to improve on, or whether there's some treatment that you will need to take for you to become better. So don't wait for yourself to become sick. Don't wait to become sick, especially women in their reproductive age. Those who are having fertility interest, you still want to be pregnant, so you must make sure you're just taking care of yourself, because when you become pregnant, it just comes with its own problems. So you want to make sure that all is well before you become pregnant. So I propose that you go and do your test. I don't know what month you're going to put this. If it's in Feb, then good luck. I'm also going to go and do my blood test. Luckily, I'm working in the hospital, so, and my friend is also here, my colleague, my friend at work. She's here, so we take each other these tests together. We do all the tests together. So in Feb, I'll remind her that, oh, I need to take your blood test, and she will need to take my blood test as well, so that we make sure that we are well. So in terms of our third goal is our pap smear, which is a screen for cervical cancer. So cervical cancer is a disease that has become a burden in the world, in South Africa. So that's why the screening is being emphasized everywhere. I think people, mainly when they talk about women's health, they just want to talk about pap smears. And it's not only about pap smears, it's holistic. Like I told you, women's health is like a tree. So it's not just the pap smear, but I'm happy to announce that part of our goals is to do a pap smear. But for those that did pap smears recently, I want to say relax. For you, you'll just tick and say, oh, I'm sorted. So I think one thing that I also needed to highlight is that you don't have to do it every year because I see people panic all the time every year. So you can see that blue thing on the picture. So most people say that, oh, that thing is uncomfortable. Eh. So I'm happy to say that no, you don't have to go through that every year. As long as you are HIV negative, then you do not have to go through that thing every year. So we are now moving away from just pap smear and we are doing HPV test, which is a human papilloma virus test. So that test actually tests the virus that causes the cervical cancer itself. So it tests the high risk human papilloma virus. So it's up to you which one you want to take. Take the sensitivity and the specificity of them are they are both high. So either of them we can be able to pick up the cervical abnormalities. And also if you're gonna go with the option of the pap smear that will say 3 years, and if you're going to go with the HPV test, then you'll just go to 5 years. And then if you do the test together, then it will be 5 years. So just so you know, we've covered this topic in detail in our blog. So you can go to epitomefeminine.com just to read about the cervical cancer screening. So we are going to do our pap smears as a checklist. And those that haven't, or those that are sorted, will just say tick. Yeah, so we'll see, and we're excited. We'll remind you on March about the pap smear or the HPV testing. So you must show that you're EpiFem queens. You know, when you get to the gynae room, you must just say, "Oh, I want to do the HPV test." And please, can you please do the co-testing with the pap smear? Actually, like you need to show that you're actually empowered and informed and you're unstoppable. So please do represent me well when you get there. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. And we are going to the fourth one, which is a gynecological ultrasound. I just want to hear from the comment section. I want to hear, have you guys done a sauna before outside of pregnancy? Outside of a pregnancy, have you just went to the doctor and say, I want to do a gynae sauna? Oh, the yes, yes. Oh, impressive. We have people who are actually taking care of themselves. We are really inspired. We are inspired. The other one said yes, nope. We are here for it. We are so I know most people think, oh, the saunas are just for when you're pregnant, but I'm here to just tell you, it's not only about when you're pregnant. You can actually go and check. So most people they get shocked when they're pregnant, and we tell them you've got fibroids. They're like, what? Huh? How? Yeah, because they've never done a sauna before. The only time they've had a sauna is when they are pregnant. So I'm like happy to say that this is part of our goals. And you should put if you say you're gonna do it together when you are going to do your blood test, then great. As long as you're gonna do the checklist, and by the end of the year, when we do our last webinar, we want to hear that you actually have ticked all the goals. On that day, we will open the marks. Today, I just prepared that the marks and the videos be off. But on the last month, we can actually just open everything and just have people engage and tell us how their year has been. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you. You'll learn a lot. The language will become natural. And remember the goal. We want you to start having conversations. You cannot have a conversation about something that you do not have knowledge of. And now we are giving you the vocabulary for it, and you're definitely gonna be having conversations about it. And yeah, go do your sauna. And one thing I must say about ovarian cancer, it's not specific, the symptoms. So imagine if you went there and you did your sauna and you find that there's a mass growing outside your ovary. then your gynae will definitely make plans to say, let's remove this thing before it becomes big. Or if these fibroids, maybe you were planning to be pregnant and now these fibroids are just all over. So you're not only gonna go to the doctor when you're now struggling to fall pregnant, but you'll actually go knowing that you're aware. The main point is we want you to be aware of your body and what is happening to your body. So I'm really excited for you. So our fifth goal is preconception care and contraception care. And we've covered these topics as well on our blogs, so you can always go and catch up. So I love preconception care conversations, because I like when I started the blog, I think those who remember will know that people like they take it light, that it's only just a baby. I think we should start trying for a baby. Yes, it's good. It's a conversation that should start there. But after that, I think the second conversation is not, are we healthy enough? Are we actually healthy enough for us to fall pregnant? So preconception care is such a very important topic. And I would like you to go and catch up on our blog, epitomefeminine.com. So if you are planning to be pregnant this year, congratulations in advance. So do visit your gynae for preconception care. Go and check if you're actually healthy enough for you to fall pregnant. If there's something that is wrong, your doctor will help you correct it before you're pregnant, because some of the causes of this pregnancy losses or pregnancy complications could have been prevented. And if you are, you can start taking your folic acid as well as you are busy planning for your pregnancy. And if you're not, then you can go to the other side of the contraception care, where you go and just go and review your contraception. Hey, go and check about new information. Just go visit your doctor and be like, yeah, nah, I don't think this depot is, yeah. Are there any new information about depot? And you can actually take these conversations, if because I know it's expensive to see a gynae or a GP, but you can take these conversations, all of them, and take them at once, as long as at the end you're able to do a checklist. But go and just check if you are done with fertility. Maybe you must visit your doctor and do your sterilization, and maybe you want a long-term reversible contraception. You just want to see if it's really sitting well in that womb, or else you're gonna fall pregnant and the baby will come holding that IUD, and you don't want that. So it's really a matter. And if you're gonna check it yourself, you say I have an implant, then just hold your thing and just check on your on your arm if it's really still sitting well. And then if you do that, then you just do a checklist on our vision board. So yeah, that is our fifth goal. And then menstrual cycle tracking. I hope we all do have our menstrual cycle apps. So for those that are on contraception, it might be tricky for them, because then some of them might have no periods at all. But I think most people will still have periods if they're not using one that causes amenorrhea. So just have a moment in a day and sit in and just think about your menstrual cycle. Have you noticed? Because that's where the problem, the red flags are. People don't sit down and say, no, I think my cycle is very long now. No, I think the trots are a lot. I think the pain is just now unbearable. Just have a moment, think about it. Do you think there's anything abnormal? If you're not tracking it, then it becomes a problem. So just track it, have a day where you review it. If you're reviewing it in March, maybe, and just see if there's something abnormal, then it's a red flag. You need to go and consult. Do not sit until now you are bleeding and now you are anemic and you're dizzy and you collapse at work. So we don't want it to get it to that level. So track your cycle, because hey, if you're not tracking it, then you might miss something that you shouldn't miss. So yeah. And the seventh one is mental health check-in, which is very, very important. And I've seen that a lot of people are gravitating towards such conversations. I love Mindful Mondays by Shudufazo Musida. I think she's former Miss SA 2020. She has a nice podcast on mental health. Maybe you should check it out. Just so we go back, mental women's health is holistic. We said there are roots, there are trunks, there are branches. The ultimate goal is for us to have fruits, and we cannot isolate certain things. So mental health check-in will be very important. If you feel like, no, I don't think I'm coping, get a therapist. No one is ever going to judge you for having a therapist. Look for self-care routines to nurture your well-being, assess your mood, and identify your patterns, and just make sure that you are well mentally. So I'm excited about that one. I'm excited. And also, we're not saying that we're only doing it for 1 month. The thing is, if you've never done something, it's never going to be part of you. So if you have created that time in a day to say, "Hey, this is a mental health check-in, I'm going to just go for coffee and just think, or just take a drive and park somewhere nice at the park and just think." So that thing now will become part of you. It will be it's something that you're creating, that you want it to be part of your life. So we are trying to highlight this so that it's not just going to be a goal for that month, but once you've done it, you will see the importance of it, because you're going to read about it, you're going to watch the podcasts that I actually suggested, and just have knowledge about it so that you can have conversations about mental health with the people around you. And sleep and rest audit. Again, I think my best friend will laugh, because she'll laugh. Why am I putting this here? Because I'm just not a sleeper. I'm not a sleeper at all. I struggle to sleep, but just to say, I take it from my mom, and my mom says I was born at 4 a.m. in the morning. So that's why maybe I'm always like up at 5 a.m. every day. So, and now I'm trying, or one of my vision is to go back to waking up at 3 a.m. again, and I don't struggle with it. So I'm not a sleeper, but I just want to say that sometimes the conditions that we have is because we are not resting well. Now they will say, "Oh, she's just being a woman," because now they are seeing your hormones are all over. So have some rest, sleep, and just, so that you are regulated, your body is regulated, and you won't even struggle losing weight because now you're resting well. So some of the problems that we are having are actually coming because we are not sleeping. So I want us to put this as part of our vision, to just sleep and audit. I think, like, one of my friends says that her optimum sleeping pattern is 8 hours. She needs 8 hours to function. So I want those goals as well, to one day have just 8 hours to sleep and rest. So I'm excited for this goal as well. So we're going to our ninth goal. It's stress management. Look at what is currently stressing you. If I had to make it practical, for me, I'd say what is currently stressing me more is my academics. So, what do I do now that I've identified my biggest stressor? So it means that I have to make sure that my plan for studying is very strict and I'm very disciplined with it. Because if I'm not consistent, it means then now if the exam come, I will not be ready. Or if we do a lot of academic presentations as registrars, so if it comes and it's my turn and I haven't prepared enough, then it means that I'll be stressed. And you do not want to reach that stress level. And now things are just, you're all over. So we want to be healthy. It's a holistic thing. So we cannot isolate it. It's not only about pap smear. You also have to know how to manage stress. So, and the 10th one is preventive screening. It might look like it's a reputation, but it's not. Because with this one, now you want to sit in, and just assess your risk profile. Like, what is it that in your family, what is like happening? What is the pattern? Are people having panic attacks? Are people having anxieties? Are people having mental condition? Are people having breast cancer? Are people having hypertension? Are people having diabetes? And then as you do that, you want to go and screen for those things that you want to go and screen for all those things that you've identified in your family. I'm so proud of some of my patients when they come in and they come in with a file and they just show me all the tests they've done in 2018, how their pap smear was looking like. Take time to just re-update your health records. If you've done any tests, remember we did on our second goal, we're gonna do blood tests. And also when you go for your sauna, don't allow your doctor to just say, oh, the sauna is fine. They must write a report for you as proof that you've done a sauna. They must document everything for you. So you can't just accept bare minimum as you will be paying. I think to see a gynae, it's between 1.5 to 2,000. So you definitely, it has to be worthwhile for you. So they have to write a report of your sauna and you get that report, you file it. The blood tests that you would have taken, the results, you file them. And I love that we are now becoming a digital generation. So just create a file on your drive and put everything about everything and document also your symptoms because you might feel like, oh, they're bloating, but why are you bloating every week? So that could be a signal for something. So just update your records, go do your blood pressures, and just it's mainly about preventive screening. And I think I should have put this goal on the 10th goal because the 10th goal is October and it's breast cancer awareness. So I'd really appreciate if you can move this goal to the 10th goal so that we turn pink on October just to also join the breast cancer awareness initiatives and just also do more breast cancer information. What I encouraged people on the blogs last year is that just be informed about it. It's one of the common causes of that is causing mortalities in women worldwide, and that's why they have they turn pink everywhere. BMW this year turned pink when we went for our sales service. They turned the World Cup pink. That's how much this thing is really creating a burden in women health. And I must say that it should be definitely be part of our goals. I think you can see from the pictures how you actually do examination for breast examination. So just on that month, please read. Please be the one. Just say, I'm empowered and informed. I'm an EpiFem queen. Just say, I just want to teach you something about breast cancer. Just share information about breast cancer. It will be proof that you actually did go and read about breast cancer. Or you just post a video while doing, you're not going to show your breast, but you just tell them that I did my breast examination and this is how I did it, and just let everyone just talk about breast cancer and be in support. And we've covered also breast cancer on one of our blogs. Please do catch up, and I hope you will, as you like we said, that as you do this it will become part of you. It can't become part of you if you didn't begin to do it. So please do and learn how to do, so that next time you're in the mirror you're not only looking at everything else, but you're actually assessing your breast and making sure that there's nothing that is suspicious on the breast. So yeah, I'm excited for us. I'm really excited for us. And the last one, but not least, is spiritual and emotional alignment. So yeah, I had a Bible study group last year. It was so amazing. I have a prayer community. It helps just to have people praying for you. Just before we started the webinar, one of my friends called and prayed for me. You need that spiritual alignment for you to be fully well. Women health is as a symbol of a tree. And we mean by meaning what we mean about that is holistic. So it can't be about your pap smear and your breast examination, but you also have to be well spiritually. If you pray, if you think journaling will help you, go and pray and journal and reflect. Have gratitude moments, like have your gratitude things that you're gonna thank yourself with. forgive yourself, be aligned, have friends to talk to, don't be alone, we're a community. And I hope that we become well. We shouldn't just become uh, our pap smear is negative and it ends there, but we have to seek everything else that we may become well. So those were the 12 goals. And remember, it's a vision board, but because we are encouraging action, we want it to be a checklist. And how we're going to do the checklist is that every month we're gonna tick in one goal. We're gonna tick in to say this goal is done. It doesn't matter whether you're gonna do 5 goals in 1 month, as long as you've ticked it and you just remain accountable. What we're going to do is that we will send out newsletters. Please, I think the thing to join there, I forgot to pin it. But if you go to the top of the chat, and Samulo, may you please just repost it again so that everyone can see, so that those that are not subscribed can actually subscribe, so that they can be able to receive our newsletters. And we will just help you talk about that topic. Like I said, this month, there's someone who's going to share their journey on weight loss and what they did. I decided to choose someone who is relatable. I know that, I'm not saying anything wrong about wellness coaches, but I just wanted for us to be inspired by someone who's like us, someone who's busy, someone who's a mom of three, someone who's a wife, someone who it's we think it's really impossible because we are busy, but I just wanted her story to inspire us. So it's going to be a newsletter, and then it will help us and remind us that we have to check in our goal. And I'm really excited for that, and each and every month we'll be doing that. I was trying to like do less newsletters. I try to make like so that I do less, because I used to do it every Thursday last year, but I thought I'm very busy this year, so I'll probably do it once a month, but it probably will be twice a month because I have to remind you of the goal, and then we also have to release our official newsletter. So those were our 12 goals. So I want to encourage you to cultivate your health journey, embrace the intention to foster your health season by season, nurturing your well-being and celebrating your achievements. Each step leads to personal growth and a vibrant life full of possibilities. And yeah, thank you so much. Look out for a check-in webinar about our goals in media, as just for us to check our progress. So I'd like to say thank you so much for joining us today. Your presence, your time, and your willingness to invest in your health truly means so much. We do not take it lightly that you chose to be here to learn and to reflect and grow. Every woman who shows up for her health is taking powerful step, not only for herself but for her family, like I said, for your community at large and for your future. So on behalf of Epitome Feminine Health, which is Epifem Health, we are deeply grateful for your attendance, your engagement, and your openness. So this community is built on women who care about their bodies, their well-beings, and their purpose. So we look forward to walking this journey with you throughout the year as we work through our Women's Health Vision Board 2026 together. Thank you for being part of this beautiful movement. Please do subscribe to our newsletters. I think Shamulo did share the link, and just please follow us as well on Instagram. If you'd like to personally ask me questions, then you can send me an email as well. I hope you become empowered and informed and be unstoppable. From me, Dr. Anshali. I'd like to say thank you so much. I see your comment that is really affirming. Thank you so much. I really receive all the messages. Thank you so much.